Jelly Roll Morton. More Jelly Roll Morton, 213 of 265 ranked the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees, 411 of 816 These poetic geniuses wrote your favorite songs of all time, 529 of 583 the greatest entertainers of all time. Elvin Jones. Elmore James, Corea, Brian Blade, Shelly Manne, Louie Bellson. More Louie Bellson, 149 of 241 the very best jazz musicians and artists, 143 of 226 famous jazz drummers. Crispy, Johnson, Woody Herman, Jimmy Dorsey. Or Jimmy Dorsey, 83 of 190 the greatest saxophonists of all time, 57 of 215 the best easy listening bands/artists. Alice Coltrane, Muddy Waters. More Muddy Waters, the best Muddy Waters albums of all time, 552, 739, the best singers of all time. Krupa, Joe Wilder, Art Blakey. More Art Blakey, the best Art Blakey albums of all time, 5 of 25 the 25 most popular and influential black drummers. Cooder. More Cooder, the best Cooder albums of all time, 272 of 1728 the best rock bands of all time, 119 of 639 the greatest lead guitarists of all time. George Russell, Branford Marsalis, Johnny Crawford, Billy Cobham. More Billy Cobham, the best Billy Cobham albums of all time, 962 of 1891 the greatest musical artists of all time, 20 of 532 the best drummers of all time. Dave Brubeck. More 242 of 583 the greatest entertainers of all time, 137 of 154 the greatest pianists ever. Albert Ayler. More Albert Ayler, 63 of 190 the greatest saxophonists of all time, 39 of 69 the greatest jazz saxophonists of all time, 155 of 177 the greatest R&B artists of all time. Chick Webb. Brian Jones. More Brian Jones, 8 of 29 members of the 27 Club, 14 of 136 famous accordionists. Chico Marx. Hoagy Carmichael, Billy Preston. Billy Preston. Xavier Cugat. Jerry Gray. Eric Dolphy. John Barry. Esperanza Spalding. More Esperanza Spalding 34 189 Make your voice heard. Who are the best female jazz singers? 108 of 186. The all-time best rock bassists. 38 of 58. All the best new artist Grammy winners. Rank. Chris Morris. Buddy Rich. Buddy Rich. Chick Corea. Alison Krauss. Alison Krauss. Cab Calloway. Walt Levinsky. Cecil Taylor. Dizzy Gillespie. Ike Turner. Ike Turner. Buck Owens. Buck Owens. John Philip Sousa. Artie Shaw. More Artie Shaw 316 of 525. Which artist would you bring back from the dead to write one more song? 3 of 88. The greatest clarinetists of all time. 7 of 20. The greatest swing jazz musicians of all time. Carlos Santana. Carlos Santana. Ben Folds. Ben Folds. Sun Ra. Sun Ra. Ricky Skaggs. Ricky Skaggs. Tommy Dorsey. Penny Goodman. Bill Wyman. Paul Shaffer. Paul Shaffer. George Clinton. John Coltrane. Charles Mingus. Charles Mingus. Rick James. More Rick James. The craziest stories from Rick James's life. 149 of 363 musicians who belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 55 of 1891. The greatest musical artists of all time. Jeff Tweedy. More Jeff Tweedy. 288 of 816. These poetic geniuses wrote your favorite songs of all time. 377 of 603. The best rock vocalists. 170 of 225. The greatest living rock songwriters. Glenn Miller. Glenn Miller. Little Richard. More Little Richard, the best Little Richard albums of all time, 102 of 162 1970s Christian pop artists. Miles Davis. More Miles Davis, the best Miles Davis albums of all time, 35 of 139 bands or artists with 5 great albums. Herbie Hancock. More Herbie Hancock, the best Herbie Hancock songs, 284 of 583, the greatest entertainers of all time. Lionel Hampton. More Lionel Hampton, 151 of 532, the best drummers of all time, 19 of 20, the greatest swing jazz musicians of all time. Wynton Marsalis. More Wynton Marsalis, 9 of 177, the greatest trumpeters of all time, 3 of 61. The best trumpeters in the world, 13 of 49, the best saxophonists in the world. Chrissie Hynde. Lawrence Welk. Duke Ellington. Count Basie. Paul Simon. More Paul Simon, the best Paul Simon solo songs of all time, the best Paul Simon albums of all time. Emmylou Harris. More Emmylou Harris, the best Emmylou Harris albums of all time, 420 of 739. The best singers of all time, 55 of 602, the best female vocalists ever. James Brown. More James Brown, the best James Brown albums of all time, 146 of 265, ranked the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.